Okay, so this is EdPuzzle the next level. I was going to call it EdPuzzle Advanced, but I don't really think it's advanced because I don't know enough. I know a little bit more, so that's what this is. This is if you have used EdPuzzle and want to do a little bit more and want to use it for more differentiation. I'm going to teach you a few little tricks that I've learned really over the last couple days. So we know EdPuzzle is a great way to have kids more engaged when you're having them watch a movie or video clip, but what else can we do with it to make it more personalized? So I'm going to talk about just three things. We can use Schoology and individually assign different levels of videos to different kids. I think that's really powerful. So if you have a topic and you can find a couple different videos, one more advanced, one a little easier, you can individually assign those. So I'll teach you how to do that. I am learning that you can make your own mini lessons with like a screen capture tool. So I'm using Screencastify right now. I can turn this video into an EdPuzzle lesson, which that would be amazing. And then finally, I've learned about just a super easy little trick, getting the EdPuzzle extension for Chrome, and that makes editing, when you find a video on YouTube, it just makes it easier. So let's go to EdPuzzle and I will teach you how to do a few of these things. So let's start with individually assigning videos. So here's my content. Let's say I'm teaching about stars. I've got two levels of movies here. One is a crash course astronomy on stars, and one is a crash course kids. So the crash course astronomy is more advanced than the crash course kids. And let's say I've got groups of kids that I want to individually assign these movies to. So Kirsten Jaster helped me with this. In Schoology, make two different folders. So I'm just calling one EdPuzzle 1 and the other one EdPuzzle 2. Just as a quick review, if I want to assign an EdPuzzle, you go to Add Materials, click on EdPuzzle. Let's say in this folder, I want to assign the crash course. So I'm going to click on that. And I've already edited and made my video. I click the little eyeball there. And then the magic assign button, I'm going to assign it to this whole folder. So it's in my folder. I still have to enable grading. So don't forget, you have to go to Edit, click the magic enable grading, and say all the things that you need to say to make it get graded automatically into Schoology. And all right, so now that that's in my folder, let's go back to materials. And here's the really cool part. Over here at my little cogwheel, individually assign. So let's say I can select students, I can select all, I can select 3 kids at once. It's really amazing. So I can do half the class watching one video, half the class watching another video. I'm selecting those students and I've individually assigned. So, or I can select them all, which is fantastic. So I've now individually assigned this folder to certain kids. Again, let's say EdPuzzle 2 folder, I want them to watch the crash course or the kids SciShow movie, the simpler one. I'll go ahead and assign it in the folder. You have to put it in a separate folder because that's how Schoology. So here's the simpler video I'm going to have kids watch, assign it. Don't forget to enable the grading. But now I'm ready to individually assign that EdPuzzle to those kids. Here it is, individually assign. And that's where you can search for individual kids or just click on certain kids' names. And you're done, which is really fantastic. So that to me is a really powerful tool. And even if it's not 2 different videos, you could take the same video and make different levels of questions. So again, that would take more time, but remember there's lots of pre-made EdPuzzles that already live in EdPuzzle. So don't forget to check out what other teachers have done because that's sometimes makes life a little simpler. Okay, so that's how you would individually assign. So next, let me just show you what I'm doing with my Screencastify. So I'm using an Chrome extension called Screencastify. Now I did pay for this. And over here, it's just recording my desktop. There's lots of other programs that you can use to do this. I think Loom is one. I know on this MacBook Air, you can use QuickTime. I like Screencastify because it makes it really easy to upload videos right into your Google Drive and into YouTube. So let me show you my YouTube channel. So I'm making this video. It'll end up saving and uploading this video that I'm making right now into YouTube. So let's go there. And I've made my own little YouTube channel. So to find it, I have to go to my S here, my channel. And here's the videos that I'm making. So I can take any video that I make through a screen capture tool, put it into EdPuzzle. I can add questions. I can have kids pause. So I could say, oh, right now, go ahead and pause and answer the questions about EdPuzzle, what I've taught you so far. So I think that is a really neat tool that you can use to make a really independent lesson. So you do need a screen capture tool like Screencastify or Loom, I believe is another free one. And if you can capture what's happening on your screen, make it into a YouTube video. And then guess what? You can put that into EdPuzzle and add all the questions that you would like to add and voiceovers and everything else. I think that's really a powerful tool. So one last thing, let me just show you. So let's say I've made a video. Ooh, there I am again. You're getting me double. So here's this video that I made, the EdPuzzle basic video. Let's say I want to turn it into an EdPuzzle. Look down here at this magic button, Edit with EdPuzzle. That is a Chrome extension. And so when I touch this button, it takes my YouTube video directly into EdPuzzle. And now I am ready to edit my movie. Of course, it's not the right movie. Of course, it's not. We'll go back to my content. So here it is. I don't know why it didn't pop up. But now I can take the movie I made, turn it into an EdPuzzle. Go over here to edit in case you forget. This is where I can trim stuff. This is where I can do voiceovers and add questions. So this EdPuzzle Chrome extension, if you just Google search it, I just typed in Chrome extension EdPuzzle. And my button says remove from Chrome because I already have it, but yours will say add to Chrome. So I just think that's really neat that I can take any video that I want to make an EdPuzzle. You know, teachers working from home, there's all these funny videos out there.
Go Guardian Teacher.
And let's say I think this is an awesome video. I hit edit with EdPuzzle and it takes it right into EdPuzzle for me. So, and there it is. And now I can add questions. So I think those little tools really you can do a lot with those. So just as a recap, you can individually assign different EdPuzzles to different kids. I think that alone is a really great way to differentiate. Make your own mini lesson with a screen capture tool, like what I'm doing now. Put it into EdPuzzle, add the questions, add the reflections. That would make a wonderful lesson for remote learning. And then finally, just this EdPuzzle extension, that's just a shortcut. That way, when you're in YouTube, you think, wow, that would be an amazing video to show my kids. The button's right there. It dumps it right into EdPuzzle for you. So I know there's a lot more you can do with EdPuzzle. I'm still learning. Kirsten Jaster is a really great resource. And as I'm making these videos, I'm learning a lot. So I'd love to help you over Google Meet or hopefully in the fall when we're back together and we can do more with EdPuzzle. Thanks a lot.